you know, Kotaku's going through some pretty rough times with another round of layoffs, right? Because to their horror and dismay, they actually need to put out news and which is the product, right? Their product is information. But like many news organizations, right? At least in the gaming industry, you know, it's real hot cakes to just shit on the consumer, right? Like I don't know if there's this secret cabal of people who are, secret group of many of the entertainment industry journalists that get together and conspire like the deep state and be like, oh, well, if you're part of this, you must also shit on the gamer because if you actually give the gamer the news they want to hear, you're ostracized, you're boycotted, you're attacked, you're shut down. So you surround yourself with very unhinged individuals that can snap at you at any moment. It's like the switch that flips in their head. And the minute this happens, it's effectively because they'll do everything in their power, right, to try to shut you down, right? Everything about it to get you canceled. And again, we see this with, you know, certain, with even whole games. Like, there's this cabal of people of the woke ideology that tried to shut down uh, Stellar Blade before it even was released. Or not entirely cancel it, but move it to the adult only rating, which would disallow it to get sold on Steam. Not on Steam, on PlayStation, right? Which, I mean, well, it probably wouldn't even have got sold on Steam if it once it comes out on Steam, right? Which would suck because again, the market themselves like the game. Like everyone who I know who've played the game universally likes it. So the market, the people, the gamers, people who play games like this game, but people who do not play games, people who just look at things and they attribute labels to art and it's like, oh, this is evil now, and if you like this, you're also evil. Like they don't like the game, and Kotaku was one of those companies or one of those gaming outlets that, for some reason, they were just giving it 7 out of 10s or 6 out of 10s just out of spite. Like they don't have any criticism, like any overtly negative criticism. Like to my knowledge, it plays just like any other Souls like, and they gave it a 7 out of 10. And again, they've legitimately given shitty games that were a waste of money 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10s. So, and this is just proof that you know they operate in their own circle on the internet, and they're all just copy each other's homework. Because look, they haven't the type of job that AI can do, right? Like an AI can do what a Kotaku journalist can do for free, right? And actually be semi accurate, or at least a hell of a lot more accurate than a Kotaku journalist, right? And it's not ideologically possessed like the Kotaku journalist. So, and with all this in mind, it's not what Stellar Blaze Eve is hottest when she's not revealing everything. See, this is fucking Kotaku right here. It's like, what the fuck does that even mean? We're talking an immature game, right? You know, oh yeah, here's Grums, the man, the myth, going in to Kentucky to laid off 4 more staff. One of whom wrote the Celebrate is hottest when she's not revealing everything. long does Kotaku have left? Yeah. How long does Kotaku have left? And exactly, they make articles like that, which are like, what the fuck? Like, what does this mean, per se? The layoffs could be seen as a strategic move to streamline operations. Yeah, see, this is just corpo speak. You know, layoffs are bad regardless of the reason, right? And if it's for this reason, it means someone beforehand has really fucked up because they've either expanded in the market or they fail to sell the product that they are meant to, or maybe the market just does not want does not want the product anymore, right? You know, in a capitalist system, like, you compete with other companies, and if another company puts out a product that's better than yours and you suffer because of it, that's just the way it is. The problem with at least gaming companies or companies as a whole is they don't compete. Like, it's almost like they copy each other's homework, and I think I have this on the back burner for an article, but it talks about how things like, you know, how sexuality has fallen in entertainment, and the consumers like it, and it's like, well, this has happened not because the market wanted it, it's because it is enforced, right? Like, there are certain things you're just not allowed to portray. Like, in games, if you portray alcohol in any way, your game, whole governments will ban your game. And we're talking an mature game, right? A game for adults. If you portray any alcohol, nations will ban your game, right? And that's just so. And I don't want to get all too into it now because look, I need to make more videos. God damn it, I can't shove 3 videos in one. That's just not how the way YouTube wants you to work. But back on this is like, uh, the reason Kotaku's going under is because the consumers are just moving away from them, right? They don't like the product that Kotaku set coming out with. They do not like the information or the odd articles that Kotaku come out with that mean nothing. Like, people would rather just watch YouTubers, talk about games, because at least then they know, yeah, it might be biased towards what that YouTuber likes, but at least they get the information to do with what they wish, you know. You're fired. So, I mean, I'm honestly. Is this from one of the Kotaku journalists that got fired? This tattoo, all men are enemies. Yeah, you get people like this are getting laid off, and you're surprised. I don't know why people use this as some sort of gotcha when Alyssa has some of the sickest tats I've seen. Like, OMG, I want some of them. So yeah, when someone like this gets fired, I have so very little empathy, which is why my empathy is valuable, because people covet my empathy, right? People want to drain the empathy straight out my cock, but I have so little. Look, my empathy go towards people who struggle to put food on their table, right? My empathy is going towards the people who are forced not to put food on the table and have money in their pocket because the government deemed them unessential, or the people who want to work a job, like the farmers in fucking Germany who are literally being fucked with at every step of the way by their government for no reason, right? That's where my empathy goes. My empathy goes towards games companies, that people who want to put their idea out there, but because they have to adhere to just these idiot, goofy, Looney Tune ass rules, they can't, because there's certain stories you're just not allowed to portray for any reason. Right? There's where my empathy goes. Not towards a person with this type of tattoo. right? Who vilifies me for literally no reason. Like, I don't even know who the fuck this person is. They already got fucking beef with me, you know? And I hate to say it, right? But this isn't a position I want to be in. Like, I am forced into this position. I am forced to have little empathy for people like this. You know, it's beyond my control at this point. The recent layoffs are a stark reminder of the volatile nature of the media industry, where adaptation and evolution are crucial for. No, not entirely. Again, giving the consumer what they want will always trump needing to do this. As the digital landscape continues to evolve, Kotaku's journey will be one to watch, offering valuable insight into challenges and opportunities that lie ahead for games journalism. Ugh. Hopefully, lessons that are learned and never repeat once it's all said and done. I mean, hope so. Are there any comments? No, watch this be the one thing where I have to sign in to comment. Suck. Susk. Suck. To. Suck. Ko. Ta. Ko. Ta. Ku. Dot 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 dot. You're gonna let me publish this, or do I need to sign in? Yep. So anyway, all I gotta say about this is probably old news. Look, some things just come across my screen, and I'm like, you know, I'm gonna just talk about this. Some things I'm late to the party with, and this is definitely, well, I mean, people's foreseen this coming a mile away, and so no one's really surprised. But it's, again, for the people in the back who do not know what's going on with the games journalism and the games industry as a whole, this is what's happening, right? People are just moving away from games journalism for their information and for their news, right? And, well, in Kotaku's case, sucks to suck. But that's all I gotta say about this. Peace.